This week on The Syrin, making your own 3D printed customized miniatures, the launch of Paizo's RPG Superstar, flying ships in stranger skies. We bring you an interview with Rachel from the Trapdoor Technologies team, and Artisan Dice bring a special bounce to your table. Have you ever created a character and there is no miniature that has the right look, or weapons, or super special custom potion carrying satchel? Fear not, HeroForge has just gone live with their new website where you can create custom miniatures that will be 3D printed and delivered to your door. You can choose between poses, body types, head, hair, face, clothing, weapons, and items. I am ridiculously excited to have a way to create these custom miniatures, and I reckon this kind of thing might just become the next ultimate player bling at RPG tables all around the world. Paizo's annual RPG Superstar is in full swing for 2015. This is the chance for gamers to try their designing chops, with the top 4 contestants across the 5 rounds having the opportunity to work on a range of Pathfinder RPG products, from Pathfinder Society scenarios to a full module. Entries for the first round, design a magic armor, weapon, ring, rod or staff, closed on Tuesday the 16th of December. There were some changes to the format this year which surprised many. For the past 7 years, the contest's first round called for the design of a wondrous item, and so the fact that this year did not surprised some potential contestants who had already worked on their entry. The turnaround of only 1 week from the competition's announcement on December 9th to the entries being due on the 16th also caused some panic. The 5 rounds of the competition run till the end of March, so make sure you check it out and have a vote. It's a really interesting process. We'll keep you posted on how things are progressing here at The Syrin. One of my favourites from the multitude of amazing game settings that have emerged over the years was the Mystara campaign setting, which had me taking the helm of my flying pirate ship. Who could ask for anything more? Bruce Hurd has continued designing world settings and has recently published his new heroic fantasy setting. Calidar in Stranger Skies draws inspiration from Mystara, but now the skies are no longer the limit. Magic and alchemy are utilised to maintain air and gravity on board your skyship when it leaves the atmosphere. And the spirits of the dead drag your ship through jumps to cover the massive distances between planets. Cool. Check out one of the many great reviews that are available online for much more detail. Now here's a real treat for you. I spoke to Rachel from Trapdoor Technologies recently and asked her all the questions that were burning in my mind about the Morningstar project and about their recently launched Kickstarter. Here are just a few of her answers. Here's a really interesting question. It'll be interesting to see what you can say and can't say about this, but how did the relationship with Dungeons & Dragons begin, and ultimately what was your takeaway from that whole experience?
The partnership with Wizards of the Coast began in April of 2013, so actually not that long ago. So when Chris had been using the story machine to convert all of his adventures and do that thing, he started shopping around the technology to gaming companies, and he made a lot of cold calls. He did the salesman thing. He went to all these conventions, and he actually ended up hooking up with Peter Adkison at Gamma last year. And Peter put him in touch with the right people at Wizards of the Coast, and Wizards of the Coast was really into the technology. We seemed to be on the same page in terms of digital publishing and where the direction was going. And at Trapdoor Technologies, we pretty much believe that the landscape of publishing is going to be vastly different in the next 5 to 10 years. And some of the research that Chris was doing while he was looking for a home for the application, or for the technology rather, and seeing if the role-playing game industry was really a fit, not a lot of publishing houses have contingency plans for digital. So it's actually really pretty surprising. So that's how that started. It started at Gamma, and then it was a whirlwind of meetings, and I was not on board at that point. It was just Chris, and he was doing his thing, and things moved along pretty quickly, and we signed a contract with Wizards of the Coast to develop the exclusive official digital tool set for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons in December of last year, so not even just about a year ago. My takeaway from kind of the fallout of what happened is that it was a wonderful experience to work with Wizards of the Coast. The D&D folks are passionate, they're talented, they put out a great product, they really know their business, they know what they're doing. What ended up happening really is just a difference of core philosophies. So we thought we were aligned with them when the project started, but kind of turned out that we weren't quite in line in terms of philosophies of digital publishing, digital distribution, and that kind of stuff. So it was really unfortunate. It was kind of a tough and unexpected thing that happened, and we had just have about 15,000 beta testers using the technology, and then we had to say, so we're so sorry. But yeah, I mean, overall, extremely great learning experience, just for me personally and for my career. It's been a whirlwind.
Thank you, Rachel, for taking the time to talk to us. If you want to see the complete interview, it will appear on the Dicestormers channel in the next couple of days, so watch out for that. And finally, what do King Arthur and tabletop gamers have in common? They are both driven by an overwhelming obsession to find the Holy Grail, or in gamer terms, dice. To help you on your journey, Artisan Dice have just released their second wind D20s. Made from a special polyester resin, these dice exhibit a unique property of adding an extra bounce whenever they land on a vertex or a point. We asked Artisan Dice about the durability of their material, and they said that second wind D20s have a lifetime guarantee. Now, once they add the full set, matching the D20 with a set all the way up from D4, I think our quest is complete. Well, that's all we have for this week. Do email us at thesyrin@gmail.com when you have something newsworthy. Thanks to Paul Gerrish for letting us know about the magically bouncy dice. The Syrin is brought to you by Syrinscape, which I made to make fantastic music and sound for my gaming table. If you've never heard what Syrinscape can do, then definitely follow the links below and find out. But before you do, tell me, what are you like about your dice? Are you the type of person who doesn't let anyone else touch them? Do you impound your dice for misbehavior? Do you make little piles of dice on the table while you play? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time, and until then, may all your rolls be statistically above average.